Hey friends, Justin back with a recap and reaction of episode 2 of Sweet Home on Netflix. So the show is picking up and I'm really enjoying it. So let's do a quick recap and I'll give you my thoughts on the episode. So the episode opens Cha Hyuen Su, who is our hero. He's 19 years old. He's a gamer, he's a loner, he never really leaves his room. One particular day, his family, I guess they have some event to go to, so they're trying to get him to come out. He doesn't. That day, they end up dying in a car crash. And I think that really set the course or the tone for the rest of his life. I think that guilt set the course of his destiny, set the course of his purpose, and some of the traditional anime themes are starting to come into this, and it's really cool. So obviously, guilt is a huge theme in this young man's life, Cha Hyuen Su. Um, the monster with the red dress from episode 1, she's still lurking about, and she jumps the gangster character with the rash on his face. And, he takes it down pretty easily. The guard goes absolutely zombie. Our one of the female characters is trying to get down the stairs, and I believe it might be Hyuen Su, but she's trying to get down the stairs, and actually, I think it wasn't. But she's trying to get down the stairs, and the man's talking to himself. Is this my fault? Something about this curse, as we'll find out later on in the episode, causes you to really be introspective and think about everything that you did in your life and all of the guilt of your past and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, the guard goes zombie, and the neighbor guy slices half of its head off with a sword. But this monster is coming aggressively. I mean, these monsters are serious. A scene or so later, the gangster and the young girl, they come back down to the main lobby where everyone is at. The gangster is taken down and tied up. The young girl sneaks in, infected. Because she's young and pretty, and people just don't have the same connotation for her. So she's able to go upstairs to her room where the infection, the contagion, or what we find out is the curse, actually just takes over. So internet connection comes back for a while. They're on the internet researching what's going on around the world, around the city. And apparently this is some kind of a curse. People that have experienced it have written, kill yourself before it gets too bad. If you do decide to go on and live, here's the one thing that you should know. And the two guys that are reading up on this, their internet connection cuts off right when they're about to find out what it is that they should know. So the building is in internet darkness and basically electricity darkness. So our hero, Cha Hyuen, he decides, I'm going to go out and get that box of ramen that's out in the hallway. And he opens his door, and that guard walks in past him. It was chilling. I can't see. But as soon as he heard him, he extended his arm out as if it was a tentacle right into the wall. That was really good. That was really chilling. So meanwhile downstairs, there's chaos going on all over this apartment building. So meanwhile downstairs, they decide they're going to kill the gangster. Suk-hyun, who they've decided is the leader of their resistance, is sent in to go and murder the gangster, who they believe is infected. He gets close, gets in between the guy's legs, and the guy kicks him and then headbutts him and knocks him clean out. So the hostage is alive. So they decide they're going to go and hide out in the daycare center. That's where they're going to, it's going to be more comfortable to sleep there. it's just a more pleasant place to be. And it's more an interior place, so they'll have more secure access. Now, I don't know if that means they're more locked in, but, they feel it's a more secure location. So that's where they're going to head. The residents that live in units 305, 308, and 1009. Anyway. So our hero is in his room and he's looking out of the window. And this gigantic eyeball. Well, no. So first he sees a family. He sees dad and the two kids, 6 and 9. And 6 and 9. They're saying goodbye to dad. He's going to go down and get supplies and food and come back. And out of the corner of our hero's eye, we see the eyeball. Oh my goodness. Well done. You know what I mean? That was a cool monster effect. The two-sided eyeball, and dad falls, the kids are crying, our hero makes a noise, and the eyeball is in his apartment. It's got him wrapped up. He stabs one of the eyes, but the other one now it's enraged. It's wrapped him up, and the other eyeball has got him in his sights. And his neighbor leans out of the window and severs the tentacle or whatever it is. And, it falls and lets him go right at the last minute. So, they decide, him and the neighbor that saves them, they decide they're going to save these kids. It is hell, for our hero to even get to the apartment, to he's got to take on the security guard. And where he hides in that elevator is that box of rotten fish. But I guess since our hero's already turned, it really doesn't matter, what he's exposed to at this point. But we find the kids, we get to the apartment, we make a plan of escape. He says, trust me, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to protect you. And I really believed it, So they set out, they leave the apartment and head out into this dark corridor. And our hero, or who I thought was our hero, starts having these guilty reflections. He's having fever dreams. The blood starts gushing out of his face. And it's clear, he's becoming a monster at this point. He tells the kids, get away from me, go, go, go. Hopefully they've gone. But he goes back into the apartment and slams the door. And our episode closes, with him having turned. And now he's monstrous. Really good episode. There was a lot of elements going on. Really complicated episode. A lot of action. Good effects here. I'm really having fun. Are you guys watching this, Sweet Home? It is one to watch. I'm having fun now. The first episode for me started out a little bit slow, but it had a lot of potential. This one seems like the budget was a little bit higher in this episode, and the quality as well. So I'm having a lot of fun. I may do 1 or 2 more of these tonight, but I'm definitely going to get through the season this week so that we can talk about it. Who are your favorite characters so far? Who's been the most impressive or scariest monster to you guys so far? For me, I think it was, I've got 2. For me, it was the man, when they first opened up the bars, that really tall monster that opened his face. He was really creepy. And then the eyeball took me off guard. The effects and everything, that was really creepy. Anyway, guys, I'm off to episode 3. Leave me a like, a comment, and please subscribe for more content like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.